Stop me if you've heard this before. My phone lasts all day. Yeah, right. In 2026, all day usually means you're hunting for a charger by 7 p.m. But then Realme decided to wake up and choose violence. They didn't just give us a bigger battery, they gave us a Titan. Welcome back to NexLab Reviews. Today, we're looking at the Realme P4 Power. This isn't just a phone, it's India's first and biggest 10,001 milliamp hour battery smartphone. Honestly, it feels like Realme just slapped a power bank inside a flagship. Is it overkill? Probably. Is it a giant leap? Let's find out. Look at this progression. We were barely hitting 7,000 milliamp hour this year, and Realme just decided to skip the line. But here's my devil's advocate take. Usually, big batteries mean a brick of a phone, but Realme is claiming they're using third-generation silicon carbon anode material. It's a fancy way of saying they packed more energy into less space using an advanced stacking process. But can it really stay slim?
The numbers are honestly kind of stupid. We're talking 32.5 hours of YouTube, over 185.7 hours of Spotify, and about 11.7 if you're a heavy gamer. Compared to a standard 7,000 milliamp hour battery, you're getting 32 hours of video playback, and also you can go farther with map navigation for 21.4 hours. That is the difference between I hope I make it home and I'm going on a weekend trip without a cable.
Design-wise, they're calling this the TransView design. It was actually co-designed with Pearl Academy. It looks futuristic, but let's be real, design is subjective. Is it too techy? Maybe, but it definitely stands out in a sea of boring glass slabs. Under the hood, it's not just a big battery, it's a dual-chip setup. You've got the MediaTek Dimensity 7400 Ultra handling the heavy lifting, but there's also a dedicated HyperVision Plus AI chip. Most brands just stick to one processor. Realme is using two to balance power and efficiency. It's smart, but I want to see if this AI chip actually does anything or if it's just marketing fluff. The screen is intense. It's a 144 Hz HyperGlow 4D Curve Plus display. But wait for this, 6,500 nits of peak brightness. 6,500. That is brighter than some professional studio lights. It's a 1.5K resolution panel, so everything looks crisp, but I'm genuinely wondering if my retinas can even handle that much light. Cameras? We've got a 50-megapixel Sony OIS main sensor. It does 4K video recording. It's a solid setup, though I suspect the focus here was definitely the battery first, camera second. Still, Sony Glass rarely fails to deliver. Now let's talk safety. Having 10,001 milliamp hours in your pocket might sound like carrying a small bomb, right? Realme knows this. They've implemented a 5-layer battery safety architecture. We're talking next-gen safety undercoating, thickened foils, and power disconnect protection. It's actually the world's first 10,000 plus milliamp hour phone to get a TÜV Rheinland 5-star rating. It's also passed MIL STD 810H military-grade shock tests. High-intensity impact, extreme temperatures, flat compression, this thing is built like a tank. If you're someone who drops their phone twice a day, this might be your soulmate. My favorite feature? The super power saving mode. When you hit 5%, most phones are basically paperweights. On the Realme P4 Power, 5% still gives you 218 minutes of calls, or nearly 47 hours of standby. That is just ridiculous. Everything runs on Realme UI 7.0. They're promising a smart, smooth, ease experience. In my time with it, it feels snappy, but we'll see how it holds up once you fill it with 200 apps. So, is the Realme P4 Power for you? If you're a power user, a traveler, or just someone who hates chargers, this is the power pioneer. But I'll challenge you, do you need this much weight? Because despite the stacking tech, this is still a massive battery. If you value a featherlight phone, keep walking. But if you want to enter a new era of power and never see a battery low warning again, this is it. That's the Realme P4 Power. Absolute beast, slightly insane, but I kinda love it. What do you think? 10,000 milliamp hours? Too much or just enough? Let me know in the comments. This is NexLab, and I'll see you in the next one.